General disclaimer. Welcome to this official presentation on Affiliate Marketing Model 3.0. All presenters are providing their services on a volunteer basis and are active participants in all products they are presenting. Their views and opinions do not necessarily reflect those of the organisation. While we aim for accuracy, errors may occur. All content is for informational purposes only. The information provided is general and not personalised advice. We are not liable for any losses. We provide information and systems, but we do not endorse any purchases of memberships. Your decisions are yours alone, so we advise conducting thorough research. If uncertain, seek guidance from a qualified professional. Attendees accept these terms by continuing to view this presentation. Let's explore affiliate marketing cautiously and curiously. Legal disclaimer. You are viewing an Affiliate Marketing 3.0 official presentation. All products and services, their component parts and operating methods and systems, either provided by or created by Affiliate Marketing 3.0, belong solely to Affiliate Marketing 3.0. All IPs are protected. Anyone copying, distributing, or reselling any Affiliate Marketing 3.0 product without express permission risks serious legal consequences. Any unauthorized broadcasting, live streaming, or social media sharing of Affiliate Marketing 3.0 presentations is strictly prohibited. Downloading and re-uploading presentations without permission violates copyright law and may also lead to legal consequences. Hello, good evening and welcome to Thursday night and its presentation night. Part of our plug and play system where you can bring along your new prospects and anybody that wants to find out anything they want to know about our business, about 3FO, about Affiliate Marketing 3.0 and the opportunity that lies ahead. We've still got plenty of room, so please reach out to your community and to anybody that you feel would benefit from the opportunity that we have, because you never know whose life is going to change. Now, we've got an excellent presenter for you tonight, somebody who is well versed not just in the affiliate marketing world, but in 3FO and our entire organization. So if I can introduce David. David, please come and join us.
Hello, Joe.
Great to have you here, David.
Yeah, amazing, eh? Amazing. Good to be here. Let's see what we can do. And I see a lot of people are joining in, Joe. I think they all come for you or not?
Yeah.
Yes. Really good. Welcome, everybody. My name is David. I'm from the Netherlands, and I'm very honored to be here to do the presentation. I hope you're all ready, and I hope you have all your people in here. We had a slight technical challenge, but thanks to Shiba Joe, we have now the Zoom open, and everybody can join in. So let's get started. So you can see my screen, right, Joe?
Yes, perfectly.
Super. Thank you very much. So the next generation of affiliate operating system, and that is, of course, a Web3 powered affiliate platform. You can earn daily Ethereums and you can access your top tiers with products and unlock massive potential of income. We start very easy because you are invited to part of information, and what you do with this information is entirely up to you. But it changed so many people's lives in a better way. So the ignition pack and panel is where you start. The first product what you get with the package is the Liquid Pay Choice Card. This is an app what you can download on your phone. It is a credit card in crypto where you have fully decentralized crypto credit card. And this is a single transaction limit up till $10,000 per swipe. You have a personal cashback up till 3%, and you have a cashback referral system of 0.1%. There are 2 cards more, and you can apply, of course, for these cards also, and you can increase your cashback up till 0.3% from friends and family. When they spend money, you can earn commission, and that's really, really something next level. Also, protocol yield, the whale pass. Your lifetime VIP ticket to elite yield, gain exclusive access to sophisticated strategies, and to share in protocol yield's robust asset performance for optimizing returns. The asset under management is up to $500 with this free whale pass. And of course, there is a success fee of 50%. But I always say you make money, they make money, and that benefits on two sides. And this is a lifetime subscription. So this is just one time, and you can have this whale pass, of course, with your package. Also, we have the LFG strategy package. This will give you index trading and is defined enter to the next gen of DeFi. Built on the Dotos foundation, LFG provides superior tools and privileged access to navigate in profits from evolving DeFi landscape. So the index buying limit is 10,000, what you can have, and you can do index trading on crypto. The subscription is valid for 10 years, and you can see this is longevity in this business. But I know everybody is coming here for Alpha AI because this is the smart passive wealth generator. The Alpha AI is effortlessly the path to building wealth through the decentralized finance. Forget active trading. This is fully managed, and Vault generates weekly yield by leveraging expert strategies across staking, yield farming, and liquidity provisioning, and more. Managed by the 3FO core team with audited smart contract, the yield prioritizes the capital preservation and transparent risk adjustment returns. Your earnings are delivered weekly in real Ethereum, scaling with each active subscription panel. So you can increase what you earn. The key advantage is that you have guaranteed weekly yield, consistently income from the DeFi without the learning curve. And that's very important. Time-based earnings earn when your network profits. And of course, you have the BTCC multiplier to boost your potential earnings. Transparent and on the chain, you can see in real time your growth. And this is sustainable and built for the long game. This is not a hype. And you can see here the ignition pack. It will cost you one time $500. But you get the liquid pay choice card. You get the yield whale pass protocol yield, the LFG starter package, and of course the Alpha AI earning for yield. You can see here the different packages, and we have of course the starter package of $500 in Ethereum. We have the subpanel 3 is $1,500. You have subpanel 9 for $4,500. Subpanel 27, $13,500. Subpanel 81, $40,500, and of course the biggest package is $121,500. But this is to stake and to increase, to boost up with your BTCCs. So if you don't have BTCCs, you can still make 1%, but you can see if you add BTCCs here, then you can have from 1.25 up till 3% when you do the maximum filling up of the BTCC staking in this program. So instant subpanel loans, so up to 50% on the 5 subpanels, not on the biggest subpanel, but you can have, of course, to help your community to grow faster. So smart multiplication strategies, you buy the ignition package, you stake your BTCCs one-on-one. So with each panel of 500, you can stake 500 in BTCC, so $500 in BTCC, or $1,000 in BTCC. And you can unlock up till $728,000 in earning potential. The 3FO unilevel income plan get you set up that you can earn from 15 levels deep commission. So how does that work? You can earn a package every time an active ignition pack or subpanel in your downline, up till 15 levels deep. Each level is unlocked based on the numbers of active direct referrals you have and your rank will achieve. So from panel loan to leadership, strengthen your downlines. So the panel loan transfer allows affiliates to share the available panel loan with their downline for the ignition pack activation. Transferable only to your own downlines. The maximum transfer amount is $250 and is split in 2 times $125. Each user can receive $125 only once, and you can redeem it in it redeems in the panel loan reflects as 125 EUSD in the Ethereum holding wallet. Reloan option is available once the panel loan is repaid, so then you can help other people to do the same again. An example, user A has a panel loan of $250. User A sends $125 to user B to activate their ignition pack. Now user B in the Ethereum wallet holding is 125 EUSD. User B cannot receive another panel loan from another user A or another user again. User A can still transfer the remaining $125 to another user, let's say user C, for the activation of their ignition pack. Once the loan is paid back and you have still 500 plus in your available, you can give, of course, other people directly in your downline also this loan. So borrow to rise, interest-free growth engine. Borrow 50% to activate the next subpanel, and this is what you can do. So subpanel 9 activated borrows 2,250. For subpanel 27 is only with 11,250 now. So borrow, activate, and boost your yield. And this is what you can do. Very, very interesting. BTC staking. I always say we have this program, and this is all, to stake your BTCCs. And you can, of course, you don't need to stake if you don't have BTCCs, but I would say this is a great opportunity for everybody here to bring leverage into the system. Because if you don't stake, then you just make from 500, you make 1,000. But if you do stake, you can see here the different results. You see here subpanel 3, 1,500, you can stake 3,000. Subpanel 9, 4,500, you can stake 9,000. And of course, with subpanel 121,000, you can stake 2 times. And that is where you can grow from 1% to 3% in your yield every week in your back office, paid in Ethereum on the base network. Also, we have now the miners, and the miners are mining BTCC. So this is the picture. People mine BTCC, they harvest, and they can use these BTCCs in staking. So now the whole ecosystem is going to become more sustainable and more valuable. Also, there is an option that you have the BTC20 Smart Chain nodes, and these will give you 182% APY, and in the earning potential, you have up till 2x. So again, really, really a good system to increase your earnings. The level income breakdown from the BTCC products you can see here from 15 levels, the number of directs you required, the level incomes, and the maximum volume. And this is, of course, you have to have a minimum volume to start with to get that earnings of $1,000. So if that $1,000 is coming from 2 people who buy a $500 package, or 20 people who buy the $50 package. Did I say that good? 50? Yeah. So you can see the numbers in volume because it's always built on volume. Also, to unlock the breakdown level, you can see here for the active direct referrals, you see until level 7, you see here that you don't need to have a qualified rank, but later in the system you need to have rank 1, then rank 2, and then of course rank 3 to get the fully depth in your income from the breakdown. This one is really what I like, the crazy income potential. And I always say, this is what you have to picture yourself. So if you have pen and paper, I call them always artificial objects. You put one, and then you put 5 people. And with the 5 people, you do the same thing. So everybody in this example is doing 5 people. You know, when you bring in 5 people with a $500 package, that is, you get 10%, that is $250. This is coming into your back office and you can withdraw. Now this will speed up. So when you teach these 5 people to do the exact same thing as you have 25 people. In your second level, you get 5% because now every 5 persons have their own 5, they earn 250, but because you gain in total 25 people with 5%, that is where you get $625. You can see on level 3, if everybody is duplicating 125 times the 4% of that 500, you make $2,500. Now this is getting serious. And I always say good leading gets good duplication. And you see here, 4th level, 625 people. Not that they bring in 625 people, because this is based, everybody is just bringing in 5 people and they teach the people to do the same. But there you earn $12,500. Can you now imagine what you can do? You can use this to buy bigger panels, stake more BTCCs, and grow your passive staking reward, the yield. And you see at level 5, 3,125 people. This is the numbers where you are looking at. And these numbers, you know, you earn $62,500. So calculate this all together and you can see that you have a potential income from 15 levels from 6 till 7 figures. Scale the ignition pack panel and sub-panel subscription. So this is really, really interesting. The builder's income on yield. The level-wise weekly yield distribution. So again, you don't need to recruit everybody, anyone. You can still work it on your own. You can buy ignition pack. You can set it up. You will earn, you know, in fully this, you will have $7.50 every week. And when you have another 500, you can buy yourself another package. So you can build it up totally without recruiting anyone. But of course, if you build your network, you can grow faster. So how does it work? Builder's yield income allows you to earn percentage from the weekly DeFi yield generated by the users in your network across the 15 levels based on their activation, ignition pack, and subpanels along the maximum BTCC staking tier. So the more your people are earning, the more yield you can have from them. So here you see the builder's yield income level wise. So level 1, you need 2 directs and you will earn 10%. This is the 10% of the commission what they, or of the yield what they get. This is really massively. And if you understand this, you can see here that you have 15 levels deep. You have to acquire, of course, 20 people directly frontline to you. And then you can see here 10%, 5%, 5%. Then you go to 3%. Then you go to 2%, 1%. But on level 14 and 15, you get again 2%. And this is massively. The more money that your people make in your direct, the more commission you earn. So this is a very good example. Imagine that someone on your 3rd level has activated panel 9, 4,500. He staked it fully in the BTCC. Yeah, so he did 1 and 2 fully staked in BTCC. The earning is 2% yield for that person, and that will be $90. So your person on your 3rd level is earning $90 in Ethereum. You get 5%, and that's $4.50 weekly. Can you imagine that you can have a lot of people on your 3rd level? Because if you do 5, 5, 5, you have maybe 125 people on your 3rd level. So the bigger the subpanel, the higher the yield, the higher the commission is for you. BTC staking multiplies the yield, multiplying your builder's income, weekly and residual scalable income. The 3FO rank rewards. You climb the ranks and multiply the impact of massive bonuses. The 3FO don't just reward commissions, we also reward leadership. The power of ranks. You can earn 1 time the rank bonuses. And that's starting from $1,000 till $10 million for just growing your team and maintaining 3 active legs and hitting the milestones. Of course, there is a ratio where you have to work on. So the best thing is the core earnings remain untouched. This is pure bonuses layered on top from the existing uni level and is yield on the product that benefits. So there is some rank criteria. And to qualify for all the ranks, you meet 5 simple conditions. The required of active referrals, minimum business volume, subscription sales, of course, and it need to be active. Required minimum team size. And there's a ratio of 40%, 30%, 30%. Only for rank 10, you can see it in the next slide, you have to maintain 4 lakhs. So here you can see the rank ladder, and you can see R1, you need 3 active people, you need a team volume of 15,000, but that ratio needs, you have to have 1 lakh with 6,000 and 2 lakhs with 4,500. Because 4,500 plus 4,500 is 9,000, and the other lakh 6,000, that is the ratio. Even if you have 10 lakhs, you need to have 1 lakh with 6,000 and 2 lakhs with 4,500. Also, you need 30 people in your team. Then the reward is $1,000. And this is really good because this will increase the speed. R2, you need 4 directs, you need 45,000, also in the same ratio, 40, 30, 30. You need 75 people, and 3,000 is your reward in bonus. R3, you see 125,000, 5 people, and you earn 5,000. Now on R4, there's a slight difference because now you need 6 people, and you need, of course, to have 3 people who are on R3. So 3 people in each leg. So you need to have 3 legs, and in each leg, somewhere there has to be an R3. It doesn't need to be direct, it has to be in the leg. Of course, the team size has to be 500 people, and you earn a massive $10,000. You can see R5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. All the way you can see. On R10, you need to have 4 legs, and in each leg, there has to be an R9. So this is a real duplicating business. And there are, you see the bonuses of $10 million. Really massively. Here you can see all the ranks in a nice overview. From rank 1, boot sequence, you can go all the way to code origin and grow together with your people to this amazing rank. Why does the rank system work? It encourages and balances growth. No one lack exploit. So you know that your upline can grow, so he has to work with you. And this is where device leadership and duplication in teams will be enhanced. Unlocks millionaire rewards, structured team building, and 100% extra on top, so it never replaces your existing earnings or the yield. The Bitcoin Code users centric approach, mining and harvesting BTCC, efficiency, eco-friendly, and tailored to the DeFi enthusiast. Compensation plan terms. All earnings are calculated based on the active subscription. Payouts are processed daily in Ethereum on the base network, and the base network has a very, very small fee. Yield generations from Alpha AI yield performance weekly. 5% administration fee is applied on all the withdrawals. Qualify for unilevel builders income must maintain the required numbers of direct BTCCs. Staking option is optional, of course, 2 till 4x the cap. Rank rewards are paid upon the meeting criteria requires the minimum of active directs, minimum team business, volume minimum size, and of course, at least 3 lakhs in the ratio 40%, 30%, 30%. And of course, for rank 10, you need 4 lakhs required. The income limits are applied per subscription based on the ratio of staking. And again, I cannot say it enough. Make sure if you buy a package that you fully stake it on 1 and 2 so that you have the maximum outcome. User must follow the platform terms and stay compliant and avoid manipulation or stacking. The payouts is weekly and is scheduled. So when you start on Monday, you get 2 days paid. And it's paid out on Wednesday, you get from Monday and Tuesday. On Tuesday, you start, of course, you have 1 day. And that's paid out on Wednesday. You only get, if you start on Wednesday, you have to wait 1 week but on Wednesday, the next week, you get 7 days full cycle starts. Builder's yield income. The builder's yield income, the residual income from your team, is also credited every Wednesday alongside your personal yield. This income distributes up to across 15 levels based on the activity, team structure, and yield generation within each level. You know, you need to be qualified to get up to the 15 levels. The earning cap and unclaimed income. Every subscription ignition pack panel or subpanel has a maximum potential earnings of 2, 3, or 4x depending on the staking of the BTCC. Once a user reaches the earning cap, all future incomes goes directly to the unclaimed income. And this is very important. If you have a structure, if you have people under you, always check. You never know what happens. And you know, in 24 hours, it will go and it will lose. So make sure you upgrade in time. To claim this unclaimed income you see it here, user must top up their subscription before the next business closing day. This is very important that you check it. Failure to top up, you know, in time may result in permanent loss of unclaimed rewards. So make sure that you do that very structure-wise. Panel activation and structure. Panel and subpanel priced from $500 till $121,500. Sequel unlocking, no skipping. So you have to buy panel 1, then panel 3, then panel 9, and so on. Activation via Ethereum top up, subpanel loans boost up to 50%. So you can do that. Only for subpanel 243, there is no subpanel loan because there is no picture behind. Very important. BTC staking and multiplier defines yield more precisely, you know, with the range of 1.25 till 2.5% weekly or 1.5% till 3% weekly. The APY is capped at 130% and 156. Subpanel loan and boost system is eligible for up to subpanel 81. An example, the $500, $250 subpanel loan for subpanel 3. Subpanel loans apply directly to panel, not to wallet. The repayment either from the yield or manual repayment. So you have to make sure that it is coming back to you. Explicit for exclusion of course, for subpanel 243, there is no subpanel loan. Yield distribution, paid weekly in Ethereum on the base chain network, based on the panel value plus the BTC staking ratio. So I cannot say it enough, you know, fill it up totally with your BTCCs if you have a panel. The accounts and panel staking, multiplier accounts are allowed, but you know, do it with consent. Must fund be individually, and 3FO can of course investigate suspicion stacking patterns. So be of course compliant and be honest in this way. The 3FO reserves the right to enforce lock periods, suspend panel loans from misuse. This is my part. I give the word back to Shiba Joe, and I wish you all a very good evening, or morning, or afternoon.
I was on mute for a second there. Amazing. Thank you very much, David. That was an absolutely excellent presentation. And hopefully now I'm sure everybody that has attended tonight has got a really clear idea of how 3FO can make 2026 an amazing year. Okay, so let's bring ourselves to a close. So I'm sure everybody is familiar with our weekly schedule. So Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday is business presentation day. As I said at the beginning, a plug and play system designed to help you grow your business, where you can bring your new prospects to come and find out about this amazing opportunity. Wednesday, of course, is community call with Chavez. We know the last 2 weeks he's not been around because he's been flying around the world, finalizing details for liquid pay and DO banking to launch in America and all the other territories where it hasn't yet been sanctioned. So he will be with us hopefully this Wednesday. So keep looking out and hopefully we'll get all the latest information on Wednesday. Friday is community support, training and Q&A with Carl and myself. We will have a discussion, decide what training we're going to provide on Friday, but it will, whatever training it is, we will always follow with a live Q&A. So please join us. Feel free to come and ask any questions, and maybe bring, if you've got any particular glitches or problems, you can bring those too. We'll do our best to help you. So Monday to Thursday is at 7 p.m. UK time, and then again at 7 p.m. EST time. And Fridays at 9 p.m. It's just one Zoom on a Friday, and that's 9 p.m. UK time, 4 p.m. EST time. The weekend is yours to do with what you will, although my advice would be to grow your 3FO business, help others to have a much more exciting future. Now, we've just launched a global leaders community call on a Sunday evening. We had our first one on last Sunday. We had 130 people there as a first event, which I think is amazing. It would be fantastic to have you guys there. This is not an official corporate Zoom. This is just a simple community leaders call where we can get an opportunity to know you a little bit better and understand your needs, and you can get to come and say your bit. You can have a voice. So you're welcome to join us every Sunday, 7 p.m. UK time, 11 p.m. UAE time, and 2 p.m. EST time. Now, if you're in the USA or in the EST time zone, then of course you can come and join Carl and I on the US prime time, which is at midnight UK time, 7 p.m. EST time. And for a limited period of time, but for the foreseeable future at least, we are doing a special offer with anybody who comes to join us on the US prime time and has just, as a new community member, and has just bought an ignition pack. Then you could qualify for a free $50 miner and a little bit of BTCC to help you stake that miner and begin your Bitcoin code mining journey. So come and join us at 7 p.m. EST time on the US primetime Zoom. Okay. There you go. All that remains to do is to say thanks very much to David for an excellent presentation. Thanks to Izzy for keeping us on track. And of course, thanks to all of you for coming and joining us and supporting the system. Please continue to do so. And I look forward to seeing you tonight on US Prime Time and tomorrow for the live Q&A at 9 p.m. Good night, everyone. Have a great evening.